The benefits of an uncontested divorce, I could talk about all day long. If you're able to come to an agreement, particularly if you have children, about how much time they should spend with each parent and how much support they need, if you're able to agree about what should happen to your house, which is usually a marriage's most valuable asset, if not their retirement accounts. If you're able to agree on that all from the beginning, you are both going to save thousands of dollars. You're going to save so much emotional energy. You're going to be able to move on with your life so much more quickly. You're going to get through the divorce process without your children experiencing the conflict of two parents litigating a divorce. And you're going to have certainty from the very beginning in how your case is going to turn out. The longest waiting period you're going to have is the 30 days between when you file the divorce and when the judge is allowed to sign it. That's in contrast to what is generally a year-long period of waiting to get divorced from the day it starts. You cannot overstate the benefit of coming to an agreement if you are able to do so fairly for both sides. There are lots of instances where a contested divorce is just unavoidable. If you're fighting over custody and you both feel really strongly that you should have the child, it's hard to come to an agreement on that. If your spouse is cheating on you, you're probably going to end up filing a contested divorce before you come to any sort of agreement in the beginning. If you have a spouse who is abusive or who is disappearing or who is no longer supporting the family, you are going to have to file a divorce just to invoke the protection of the court, because you can't get any kind of relief that protects you physically or financially until you've asked the court to intervene and take jurisdiction of your case. So as hard as it might be in those situations to go ahead and file for a contested divorce, it's almost always the best option. There are several factors that can complicate an uncontested divorce. One is if the parties think that they both have the same understanding of what they've agreed to, and then when they see it on paper, one thinks that it was supposed to be one way and the other thinks it was supposed to be the other way. Those can usually be resolved through some minor negotiation. But when you are talking to your partner about an uncontested divorce, you want to make sure you're crystal clear about what it is that your expectation truly is. Another thing that can complicate an uncontested divorce is sometimes when you're actually signing the paperwork, emotions can take over. It feels so final. It's one thing to talk about something. It's quite another to actually sign your divorce papers. For that reason, it's my policy that I don't ever have both parties come in to sign an uncontested divorce at the same time. I learned early on when I was a baby lawyer that usually doesn't end well. In Alabama, a lawyer can only represent one party. So the other party is already having to sign a document saying that they accept that they are not, that they are waiving their right to counsel. And so I find that it makes it even more clear that I only represent the one party if the people come in separately. But if the parties are in the spirit of settling the case, an uncontested divorce can usually be worked out even if there's a snag or two. Whether you're going through an uncontested or contested divorce, there are certain landmines that you can just avoid and make your life much easier. One is, don't go talking to the other person's family and friends about them. Don't involve other people in your divorce unnecessarily. It's not going to help you. It might make you feel better for the 5 seconds that you're doing it. It's going to poison the other person against you. You're not going to want to talk to the other person disrespectfully or curse at them. Certainly don't send them abusive text messages. And don't involve your children. Mommy wants a divorce. Daddy says he's leaving us. That's just always going to cause problems. The other thing is, if you think a divorce is coming or you've been served with divorce papers, do not go drain your financial accounts. That's going to cause you to have to go to court probably earlier, perhaps more often, and the judge is going to have a really bad taste in his or her mouth about you because it looks like you're trying to do something shady. So leave things as they are. and conduct yourself as an adult. Whether you want an uncontested or contested divorce, Empowered Family Law can help figure out your needs. Contact us for a consultation today.